do it. Giant, nice bass. All right, dude. First fish on the Carolina rig, dude. First time I threw it. Check that out, dude. Just a toad. Hell yeah, dude. Carolina rig. Just rigged one up in the garage, you know. Figured, what the hell? Give it a shot. Freaking nailed it, dude. That's awesome. Nice. I'm gonna throw them in the live well, some kind of bank we put together. Alright, so I just caught my first Carolina rig fish. Caught that on the 7.6 heavy carrot sticks. Pro Max. I got 65-pound braid. Throwing a 3/4 ounce tungsten sinker. Got a little bead there, a little swivel. 15-pound fluorocarbon leader. Down to a 3/0 extra wide gap on a Yum Christie critter. Just reeling along the bottom out here. There's another one. There he is. Got him. Good one. Oh, it came off. Came off. I do not know what happened there. One. I'm amazed at how you can really feel everything. You're always in contact with your, just using that big sinker on the bottom. It's nice when you get a fish because you can kind of let him take it and he'll just pull line out. There's one right there. Got him, coming up. Another bass. All right. Cool, man. That is funner than hell right there. That is awesome. Now he's just a little guy. I better just put him back. He's not going to do much. So see how I got this rigged here, and I'm just leaving that hook exposed. I'm not fishing around grass or anything. It's all a hard bottom out here, so I'm not worried about it getting hung up in the grass or anything. Just pitching it, throwing it right at that bank there. When I was a kid, I used to fish off that bank all the time for bass. And, well, I used to catch a little bit of everything. Just dragging this along. Boy, when they hit it though. So there was just 3 fish in that one little spot right there. There's one. Oh, come on. I don't know what I was thinking with that one. There he is again. There, got him. Oh gosh, this feels like a better one. This better be a big mondo. Oh, it feels like a good one. Could even be a pike, who knows. Probably a giant pike, watch. He's staying down, let's see what it is. Big old pike? Nope, nice bass. Pretty nice one. Here we go. We'll put him in the live well. He's not even huge, but put him in there too, huh? We'll just see how many we can catch here. This is fun. Tell you what, man, you don't think that Dr. Juice stuff works. I don't know what else to tell you. I get asked all the time, does that stuff work? Yeah, it does. There's one. Oh, broke me off. Broke me off. Not broke. Interesting. Alright. Well, lesson learned there. Should have checked my knot. Oh, that's not cool. I'm throwing 15-pound P-line for a leader. I might have tied a decent knot, but the thing is I pulled down too tight, and pulled that down too tight, which allowed it to kind of strip the line a little bit, and that's what happened. You burn your line, your 10 pound, 15 pound test turns into 5 pound test real quick. Simple thing here, just a Palomar knot. Just a double line knot there. Now this is one of my favorite knots, easiest knot to tie. The only thing, just like any knot, you gotta wet it. And don't cinch that thing down, you know, with all your might. Leave a tag end. You know, here. I left a little tag end on there. That's not quite tight, but there, that's tighter now. Leave a tag end on it, that way you don't have to reef it down to get it tight. And if you leave a little extra on there, you're gonna have a little room for well, forgiveness. If you didn't tie a tight knot, it's gonna snug down. So alright, let's give this another shot. Alright, here we go. Try this again. There's one. Dang it, lost him. There we go. Got him. Not huge, but another little guy. That is so much fun right there. Another one. Oh, that's a little bit nicer one. So hard to tell. Oh man, is that fun. That's, I don't know, 5 or 6 fish on this, off this spot already. Oh, he's hooked kind of weird. I'm gonna grab you right there, bud. Bombed one out in the middle here, and ended up with another one. I don't know if he's good or not. It's so weird how that weight dot bumps into your... I don't think he's that big. No, he's not really. Is that a smallie? Another largemouth. Largemouth, dude. I mean, it just don't get much funner than that. I mean, you're just catching them left and right like that. I mean, you can't really go wrong. Wow, that was a bite. I'm not very confident in that hook. To hook back to extra wide gap, I was having that straight shank exposed, and boy, the rocks really did a number on it. And I just had a bite there that I lost, and I lost a fish earlier. So I bet you anything that hook was just not pointy enough, and it just wasn't sticking the fish. We'll find out here. I believe this is like, I got like a 5/0 on there right now. It's kind of a big hook, but there's one. Got another one. There, look at that, right away. Switched hooks, got him. Feels like a nicer one. Feels like a good one. Coming at me. I don't know what it is. Could be pike. Another nice bass, dude. Another nice largemouth, dude. Nice. That's a good one. Look at him, huh? Oh, look at that chunker. Huh? Just a nice chunk, dude. How's that one? Nice. They're just eating good. Nice little bass. There you go. Tried something new today. I threw a Carolina rig. I've never thrown one ever. I fished baits on the bottom, but I've, like a Carolina rig, but I've never actually rigged up a Carolina rig and thrown it around. And never, not even a couple casts. So today I went out, we kind of got some like storms kind of rolling through here. It's not really a cold front, but we just got some weird weather. And I figured the fish should be biting pretty good, but I figured they'd be on the bottom. I don't know why, I just assumed they would be. I was catching them on a swing head the week before with a little wind. It's a little warmer then though, so they kind of wanted that moving a little bit more. I was basically reeling it just like a crankbait. I wouldn't let it sit in the bottom too long. I would just reel it along the rocks and kind of keep a high rod tip to prevent that from snagging. Now the Carolina rig, it was pretty freaking windy today, and I was fishing a windy point. Basically is what it was. It was the edges of bridges, the edge of the points that the bridge makes. When I was a kid, I used to go there and bass fish all the time and catch fish like crazy. But I wanted to try this today, so I went out there, rigged up my Carolina rig. I had a 3/4 ounce. It was pretty windy, so I went with a 3/4 ounce tungsten weight. I had like a 6-foot fluorocarbon leader, 15-pound fluoro, rigged on what ended up being a 5/0 extra wide gap hook. And I had that throwing a Yum Christie Critter. Tipped with Dr. Juice bass set. And like my first cast, I caught a fish on it. It's funner than heck. It was really cool to feel the bite. I've never fished anything like that heavy on the bottom, so it was cool. Even with the wind and the boat kind of swinging, I had the power poles down, but the boat was moving a little bit. With all those variables, I could still feel that bait just hopping along the rocks. And when I would sit it still for a little bit and get that bite, you'd feel it. And they were just getting it and running with it. So it was really cool. The cool thing about a Carolina rig is you got your weight, but then you got the 6-7 foot leader you have, and the bait's just back there all by itself. Real finessey is what it is, bass might not eat a big bulky jig that's drug real slow along the bottom, but if you get something to get it down to the bottom, and then you're just running that little Christie Critter on the back, and it's just kind of doing nothing, dragging behind that weight, they just went nuts over it. The biggest one I caught was just under 3 pounds, so I didn't catch any Mondos today, but I did pull like 10 fish off the same spot, which was a lot of fun. Lost a couple. I noticed that the hook I was using, I was leaving it exposed because I was just fishing around rocks. I didn't think I would get snagged, and I didn't get snagged. Well, I wasn't really worried about grabbing weeds and anything like that, but I realized pretty quick that when you leave that hook exposed and it's bouncing around on the rocks down there, that hook point got wore out real quick. And I noticed when I was rigging the new bait back on, I noticed how that hook point was just rounded off. And I didn't think it would matter right away, so I just fired another cast back into that where I thought the school was. I got a bite right away, and I missed it. So I'm thinking that hook probably wasn't pointy enough to stick them. So I think that's probably what happened there. But that's when I went ahead and threw on a bigger hook. It ended up being a 5/0 extra wide gap, and caught it right away. Actually, next cat, I put that hook on, cast it back in that school, and I caught a fish. So fun day, man. If you haven't tried a Carolina rig on your local lake, if you got the key to fishing is hard bottom. You don't want to fish a Carolina rig in mud. I mean, you could, I guess, if that's where the fish are at. Caught with a 7/6 heavy carrot stick. It's a frog rod. I picked that rod because I wanted a lot of length to really get that rig out. The Carolina rig itself is long, huge. It's kind of awkward to cast, but so I wanted that long rod. And then a lot of times they're biting and coming right at me because that bait is weightless, so they're gonna bite it. They're gonna swim whatever way they want, and they don't know they have it, so they can be swimming right at you. You got to pick up to that line and crack them. So a couple of them swam right at me, so it was nice to have that big rod to swing and pick up them fish, I was throwing straight braid to a leader. Now, not everybody might do that. If I was fishing maybe a little deeper, I probably wouldn't throw that braid because that likes to float the bait up. So, or the weight itself, I'd like the line You know, it worked fine for me today. I was fishing in anywhere from like 2 to like 12 feet of water, and just catching them. It was a lot of fun. Can't wait to get back out and do it.